Alright everyone, so this is the GB-120 and we're going to be replacing this connection block here. It's located on the inside of the tiller, and the reason we're going to be replacing this is because we have this obnoxious beeping and it's everlasting. It won't turn off, and it's because the block has an issue. Could have got wet, we really don't know, but it's under warranty, so we're going to go ahead and replace it. So we're going to go ahead and turn this off and get to work. But this is what it looks like, and this is what we're going to be repairing. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to want to do here is remove the 6 screws. There's going to be 4 in the handlebars, and then you're going to remove this screw here and this screw here. That's going to allow you to separate the tiller and access the inside where this microchip will be. Okay, so we're going to begin removing them one by one. And there's going to be a difference in the screws. The longer screws are going to be on the inside, and the shorter screw is going to be on the outside. That'll be the same for both sides. So this one here will be the shorter screw. Make sure we get that out. We don't want to lose any. And the longer screw. Okay. And we're going to remove these. And these are also a different screw. So there's 3 types of screws.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Dustin with Mobility Direct. Is this Fran? Sure. Have a good rest of your week.
Okay, it looks like I have to disconnect some more things here, so
Hey, good afternoon. This is Dustin with Mobility Direct. Is this Dennis? Hey, we're just following up to see if you're still looking at scooters, had any more questions.
I've never done this before. Just for full disclosure, I'm just showing you how to do this.
Awesome.
So if you discover a quicker way to do this, by all means comment below.
I hope you got a good one, and save my number if you need parts. I'm still here.
That can create us a little room here. Really didn't do anything for me. I guess I can remove it from here. I don't need to take anything further apart, so gave me a little help taking that out, not much. Let me bring this down here. Okay. Nice, there's a lock on the front of this. So this is what we're working with in here. We're gonna have to disconnect these components, and underneath here you notice that there's like a washer, and that's going to be critical when we're installing this, that we get that back into place, and it does not look like it's the easiest thing. Alright, so what we're going to want to do now is remove this screw right here. Okay, so now what that's allowed me to do is take the whole console off. So now I'm gonna be able to work on this much easier. So let's go ahead and bring this down. Give you a little look as to what's going on in here. So as you can see, our board is connected and it's here. We're gonna wanna remove this board. First things we got to do here is disconnect. So we're going to disconnect as much as we can. Okay, so there's our tiller assembly. Our console assembly, I should say. And again, this is the board we're replacing, so let's go ahead and continue to disconnect these parts. And as you can see, there's none of the connections are the same, so you can't put it together wrong, which is great for service. Okay. So now that everything's disconnected, this is what we need to remove. And as you can see, there's those little white washers that are spacers for the board not to touch up on the metal frame, and it's very important that those spacers get put back in place. So we're going to remove them first, but putting them back in is definitely going to be a harder task. Slow and steady wins the race. Do not rush, take your time. Again, this is my first time doing this, but we're going to take our time and do it right the first time. Alright, so you can see one of them came with me, one of them stuck to the frame, or I was lucky and it just didn't fall in. But when you have the tiller down here like this, it should be okay. Alright, so if they fall in there, you're going to have to fish them out. But what I think I might do is put a little piece of tape on the back side of the board, tape them in place, then go ahead and put the screw in. So that's our old board. Okay, sit here. And we're going to replace that board with a new one. So let's get this out of the way so we don't confuse it. take it out of here, and we have our new one. Alright, so we're going to want to go ahead and replace this board. So it's 3 pieces. We have the board, the screws, and the very important spacers. Alright, so we're going to make sure that this is on this side, the 2 and the 3 is on this side with that in the center. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do here is put the board back on. I'm going to choose to do the left side first. I put the screw through the board, and I'm going to put the washer on, the spacer, push it all the way back, just get it lined up in place. So now the screw is in its hole, and I'm just going to give it a couple turns just so that the threads hold in place. Turn that. 1, 2. So that's holding that. Then we have the washer and the screw. I put the screw through. Then I put the washer on the underside, spacer, line that up, it's almost like you need 3 hands, but you can manage it. And give that a couple turns. Alright, you just want to tighten it up just enough that it's nice and snug. You don't want to over tighten it, but just a little bit. If you over tighten it, you crack the board. So just when you feel it grips it, then there's no more. That's good. Let's start making our connections. So we got 3 connections left here. We have the black, yellow, and red. So here we have yellow, red, black, and black. So we got 2 blacks, a red, and a yellow. Alright, so let's go ahead and connect the rest of the scooter here. So we got this one here. It's 3. And there's this black one here. It's a 2. Sorry, my hands are in the way, but you guys get the idea. Red with red. Trying to show it to you. Let me see if I can lift this up just a little bit. So I guess that's a little too low. It's the best I can do. Sorry. Red, red, and then yellow with yellow. So we're gonna go ahead and get this back into place, just like so. And I'm gonna put in the big screws first. Then I'm going to come back, put this on. that screw back in. I'm going to put it in nice and tight, just the way they had it as well. So it was on there nice and secure. I wasn't able to easily loosen it up. It's tight. It's tight. Okay, let's go ahead and lift this up. Take our one screw here, put it back where it came from. Set in place. Make sure everything lines up. Perfect. Take the small screw on the outside. Longer in the middle. Alright, now that we put those 4 screws back into place, let's continue to put the last screws in. Alright, let's go ahead and put our fuse in. Alright, so this is going to wrap up how to replace the dash terminal block in a golden Buzzaround carry-on GB-120, and I really hope that you found this video useful. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't visited our website, make sure you visit there as well. It's mobilitydirect.com. Thanks again. Have a great one.